What do you worship?
Well, I don't really worship anything, but I do devote myself to the advancement of humanity using technology.
Do you pray?
I don't. I didn't even pray when I almost died of malaria.
Wow, that's really not praying.
Right.
You put your money where your bug spray was.
Yeah.
Do you have a spiritual life?
Well, it sort of depends on what spiritual means.
So what do you think spiritual means?
And there's certainly things that we don't understand about the universe. But I'm less convinced that there's, say, some super consciousness watching over our every movement and kind of evaluating it against some criteria, and deciding whether we're going to go to one place or another when we die. I think that's unlikely.
Right. I think that's very unlikely, too.
Exactly. I mean, and it does beg the question: if there is some super consciousness, where did the super consciousness come from? So I think the most likely explanation is that complexity evolved from simplicity. That the simple elements over time combined to become more complex and arrived at what we are. I had this existential crisis when I was a kid, and tried to figure out what's it all about. And none of the books I read seemed to actually have a good answer. So I read all the religious texts, and I read a bunch of philosophy books, and they're all quite depressing. Actually, when I read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I thought, okay, this is a pretty good one. Just to sort of try to gain greater enlightenment over time. That seems like a good goal. Because we don't really know what the meaning of life is, or even really what the right questions are to ask. But if we can improve our understanding of the universe, then eventually we can figure out what the right question to ask is. If it's not meaning of life, it's something. The question is harder than the answer, and if you can properly phrase the question, then the answer is the easy part.